Kani kadai ke Batesi TV, bat pidang pet ya ke kubur baman kasni, belawan rashapi tak ke rupa, ringkat bat ke orange nisan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Ground, Shillong.
Haka katsan tarik mentau benai no pra arjar khat pra. Ke Batesi TV kalayo Ïakren Kyrpang bat ki arngot ki doktor jong ke Apollo Hospital. Bahkan top ya ke Dr. Mira Ragavan bat u Dr. N Ragavan ki bala batai Shepang ki jingpang babon jat. Ke Dr. Mira Ragavan kalapan pau pabon ki jingpang ki baki kentai ki yo kamtam ki kentai jong ke kathan chetila mengi. Kadai na kadau jong ke jing tristom. Nakaliang Dr. N Ragavan ulapan pau ba ke jingma ke bakrau ke baam kamtam ha ke baidai ba ke jingpang bampong ne ke jingpang kanser bat ki breu ki bakerni ha ke jing dikiat bat uduma ki kloi bha ban yo ya ke jingpang lada kimlong ki basumar bat adkar ya ke jing em jongki.
Women here are accustomed to lifting heavy weights in the hilly terrain. By design, women are not designed to lift a lot of weight because the pelvic floor then weakens and laxity happens and the organs can drop down or sag down. By lifting a lot of weights for a long time, we subject the pelvic floor to laxity and thereby these problems can happen. Use of tobacco, passive smoking is yet another problem which can aggravate this leakage of urine, urinary infection, bladder cancers, so on and so forth, and that again can be an issue. In the Northeast, we know there is a slightly higher incidence of tuberculosis, TB, which manifests in various forms, not just affecting the lung, and also certain specific chronic infections which can affect the genitourinary tract, which means the excretory system, the bladder and the tubes connecting the kidney and the bladder. That can give rise to a variety of issues, right from difficulty in passing urine, bladder obstruction, kidney infection, and even what is called a fistula. It's an abnormal communication between the bladder and the vagina, and these women continuously can leak urine. You cannot stop doing those activities, but tobacco usage can be reduced and can be avoided because it is a health hazard in its own merit. It can cause cancer from head to toe. It's not just lungs or oral cavity. For example, bladder cancer is known to be caused by tobacco usage. Tobacco also causes cervical cancer, which is cancer of the neck of the womb. Many people do not know it unless they are told, actively discouraged to stop tobacco of any kind. It's not just smoking or anything like that. Even passive smoking can lead to bladder cancer and cervical cancer changes. So that is something which we can actively quit if that is known. That is the awareness creation part of it. The second thing is, yes, people have certain requirements to do lifting weights, but what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying stop lifting weights. Even if you lift weights, you need to concentrate on something called pelvic floor exercises or Kegels exercises, which every woman should be doing right from the point of their delivery, which many people are not aware or not told. And these are very simple exercises which can be done at your own convenience in your home situation. You don't need to hit the gym, you don't need a physiotherapist, but you have to do it the correct way, and it has to be done every day, it has to be done lifelong, so that we minimize the damage which is caused by these problems on the pelvic floor, the bladder, the uterus.
In terms of alcoholic, is that inevitably alcoholic have concomitant smoking practice. So alcohol itself poses a risk as far as only one cancer is concerned, which is liver. But when you have concomitant smoking, and when you also consume alcohol, you consume a set of food which has certain combination of things, spices. So you're suddenly increasing your risk of multitude cancers in your body. The smoking, as Dr. Mira kept on harping on it. Smoking is one, what we call modifiable health risk. That is one thing you can change. You may not be able to change your genes, but you can definitely change your smoking. My message is very clear. Cancer, when picked up early, is a curable problem. there are two things we need to do. Try to avoid getting cancer by modifying the health that we do and stopping things that doesn't matter to us. Smoking is one thing which we can stop. And secondly, awareness, as Dr. Meera said, leads to early detection. And when you detect a cancer which is early, you treat them, you are almost guaranteeing cure. You cannot, as first stage cancer is almost always cured. So you want to pick up those patients at that point so that they are cured and they give the longevity that they deserve to get. All of us deserve to live that length of life. We need to, as doctors, as medical professionals, myself and the society has a responsibility towards the individual, where we, as doctor, I create the awareness. As society, we provide the health care for them, and to make sure that their problem is advised, picked up early, treated, and they are looked after forever, so that they can live the normal life that they deserve to live.